Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about the magical, wonderful world of Disney influencers. Disney is actually going to be hiring TikTokers to join their marketing team.
They've been though, but now I guess their contracts are probably up because it's been a year. So now we got to find new ones. And the ones they had last time weren't that great. Sorry.
The ones they're getting this time don't look that great either.
Well, I don't think they hired the ones this time. This is the last time.
Oh God.
This is their idea of, an influencer video.
They could have had us. What the heck?
People at least watch.
Yeah, what the heck, Disney? So let's talk about this. We've talked about Disney influencers before. We've talked about Disney influencer marketing. We've talked about the fact that Disney actually lets Disney fans do stuff on the internet first. They're sort of the canaries in the coal mines. And then they turn around and kind of swipe their ideas.
They don't. That was theirs because they used Disney stuff, so that makes it theirs. They licked it.
They licked it, yeah. Mickey licked it. So we're going to talk about Mickey licking the internet in this video. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, over 295,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. Speaking of Disney, speaking of influence, go out to Pirates and Princesses, which is making a comeback. The podcast, we're slowly ramping things up again. We do have the piratesandprincesses.net website. And for those of you who are new, we kind of started talking about all this Disney stuff on the channel because we were Disney influencers. Past tense. They don't want anything to do with us now. They haven't banned us from the parks.
Honesty is kryptonite.
It is. Now, I want to talk about that first, just real quick. I remember here on Clownfish TV, when we first started talking negatively.
We were negative. There's a difference between honesty and negativity.
Realistically.
When you start telling the truth, people are like, you're negative. No. There's a difference between honesty and negativity.
When we first started telling the truth about Disney and Disney influencer culture, we had several Disney YouTube channels
who didn't have influencer status,
who were not influencers, call us out and say that we were, just a bunch of hate mongers and don't listen to us, we're negative. And now a lot of these same Disney influencers or wannabe Disney influencers are saying a lot of the same things we've been saying. So you guys are really late to the party, but thank you so much for your support and the fact that you're proving us right.
They're calling it unfiltered.
Yes.
Well, why wasn't it unfiltered when we said stuff they didn't like a couple years ago, and then they threw shade repeatedly?
Because they wanted to get access to like Galaxy's Edge, and I hate to break it to you there, Sunshine. I was actually in Galaxy's Edge as they were building it.
It's true.
So I'm always going to have that over you. Anyway.
Unfiltered. It's okay when you do it.
It's okay when you do it.
There's a little word for that. It's called hypocrite.
Yeah, so I do remember. I have a long memory, and I do remember some of these channels in particular sending their people our way to call us out.
They talk smack on their videos about us.
They would. I remember. Anyway, let's talk about TikTok, because this is the flavor of the month.
They have to be careful. They're jealous bitches showing.
You're jealous.
You need to tuck that back in.
Yeah, zip your pants up there. So let's talk about TikTokers. TikTokers are the new flavor of the month. When I was there, it was all about Instagram and Instagrammable
walls. TikTok for a couple years now.
Yeah, so now it's all about TikTok, and then next year it'll be about something else and whatever. This is basically Disney's way of getting cheap marketing, because they'll throw cupcakes at you, but they don't have to actually pay you anything. They'll just be
no, they pay you. They pay these ones. These ones are getting paid a whopping salary of $30,000 to $35,000 a year to make videos for them.
So Disney, a multi-billion-dollar corporation, is paying you basically retail assistant manager wages to TikTok for them. Is that correct?
Kind of. So basically, what they're saying is that this is a seasonal role, which means it's temp.
Oh, okay, yeah.
With a maximum of 29 hours per week, but also offers a maximum of 18 months of employment. Most people think the contract's about a year. No guaranteed job at the end of your contract.
Okay, so I'm telling you why. Because you're the flavor of the month, and basically they'll try you out. And if you're not bringing the hits or whatever, they'll get rid of you and trade you in for a younger model. Or they'll move on to another platform.
So they're looking for a social media content coordinator. Okay. And the responsibilities will include contribute to a team that is nimble, creative, optimistic, disruptive, and collaborative. Wait. Disruptive.
Disruptive? No, Disney doesn't like disruption. Disruptive. Okay.
Partner with communications teams to understand business priorities and objectives.
Okay.
Create content with tenacity. I can't. But they don't like tenacity. They don't like disruption. They don't like creativity. They only want optimism and bullshit. Anyway, we know for a fact, because if you even say something like, hey, Toy Story Land's kind of nice, but it needs more shade because it's too hot. And it looks like a carnival with cheap ass rides.
Yes.
You weren't allowed to say the second half. You say the first half and then you get mad at you.
I didn't say it looked like a carnival with cheap ass rides.
You told me it looked like a carnival cheap ass rides.
I did tell you it looked like a carnival with cheap ass rides. And I
you didn't put it in the article.
I did not. I did say it was hot. I said that was the only complaint I had was it was very, very hot. And it was. And they put umbrellas in after the fact. Anyway.
After they chastise you.
Yeah.
So you take tenacity while taking initiative from process to completion, inclusive of capturing, editing, and posting social media pieces within a very tight production time frame. Translation, you have to be, we can't sit on you. We expect you to get all this stuff done, do the entire thing yourself, and then we take the credit.
Because you should be honored to work for Disney. You should be honored to work for what we're paying you. I mean, you should be paying us.
You need to be optimistic and collaborative about it. Brainstorm, develop, and recommend social strategies to basically give us ideas we can take. Platforms, campaigns, and content with brand, product, and business priorities top of mind. Yes, I got that so much with the stupid talking Figment bucket that wasn't even funny.
Oh my God.
It wasn't. Go look at the video. It's not even entertaining at all. It's stupid. Go ahead, you can read something.
Build and maintain strong working relationships with Disney partners to establish trust and engagement with other teams.
For the short time you're there till we get rid of you.
For the 18 months that you're here, you're going to do everything we say the way we say to do it. We're going to tell you if your ideas suck. You're going to do it. You're going to say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, when we tell you to change things. You're going to be on call 24/7.
And literally holidays and stuff, we can tell you for a fact.
Yes, because we might have something we want promoted on Christmas, and you need to promote it on Christmas for us, because that's the way it works.
We'll give you a week's notice to come down, to get down here to do stuff for us.
Yeah, and you can't miss a single event because you're just not part of the family. You're not part of the team. What a stupid excuse that you live near Pittsburgh and that you have to find a flight to get down to Florida. You should just move to Florida.
That's his job location, Lake Buena Vista.
You need to move to Florida if you're serious about Disney. I mean, it should be your life. You should just move down here.
There's plenty of people lining up for this.
There are. That's the scary thing. Like we have
said
before, this is what it's actually like being a Disney influencer, that they own you. And we actually had a better deal, I think, than a lot of people. We had a little more autonomy than some people, but still, they own you. I mean, basically, they own you.
And if they don't like you, if they think you did something that they don't like, or people don't like, and somebody complains, one person complains, they will get rid of you.
Yes.
And pull you from their list. Anyway,
yes.
Review analytics on performances, views, and engagement, and make recommendations as needed for future campaigns. Again, I'm looking at what they're asking for. I'm looking what example that this is in this article.
Yeah.
And I have to laugh because it's so stupid. It's not even fun. It's just stupid. I can't. I mean,
for a whopping $35,000 a year, stay up to date on social media trends and platforms to better develop creative and innovative content strategies and campaigns.
This reminds me of when the mandate came down for our high that we needed more. We needed to make more memes.
Yes.
Remember? We needed more memes.
Oh my God, that was stupid. Yeah. So basically, what happens is, my understanding, at least when I was working with them, is that they promote their interns to manager positions, because there was the one girl, I swear to God, she was this is true. She was an intern when I started going to Disney events, and close to the end of it, she had been promoted to.
And it's not even long. I mean, we're talking a short amount.
We're talking like 2 or 3 years. She was promoted to like marketing manager, and they were letting this like 23-year-old determine the direction of Disney's marketing, because she was with it, and she knew what all the kids wanted. And I'm like, that's a freaking disaster.
Here's an idea. How about instead of having people do memes or more TikTok videos, you actually just have a product people want to buy? How about you just listen to your audience and don't nickel and dime them? How about you just do things that, like you used to do before TikTok when people actually came to your damn parks? Just a suggestion.
Here it is, guys. Well, one, you have to know how to do all this stuff, all of these things which are highly specialized. You got to know how to do all that, right? Also, ability to work flexible hours, including nights and weekends.
And holidays. I'm telling you straight up.
You are basically like, look, I am not, look, if you want to do it and you don't have a family and you want to do the whole Disney influencer thing for 18 months, that's cool. Good on you. I can tell you, as somebody who has lived it, they own you. You're expected to be on call 24/7. You're expected to put posts up on Christmas if they want to pimp stuff on Christmas.
Right, and you get all this for the wonderful sum of $30,000 to $35,000 a year.
Yes.
For the short term you're there. Well, here's the list. You have to know how to do social media, video creation, digital marketing. You have to have demonstrated, ability that you've done it, meaning you probably have your own platform.
Yes.
You have to experience capturing content live in the field. Visual scripting, storytelling, on-location interview experience. Self-management. Here we go. Self-managing ability to capture, edit, and facilitate. Basically do the whole damn fucking thing.
Yes.
Yourself.
And yeah, they want your platform. They want you to already be, I think, they want you to be established on TikTok. You bring your audience over, they'll give you practically nothing, but you're going to still have to grind, and then they're just going to cut you loose.
But they'll let you come to cookie parties.
Yeah, you get to come to the cookie parties. Yes, the cupcake parties.
And you get to go to the openings of things, but the caveat is you have to
say nice things.
Only say nice things.
Only say nice things. Because if you miss, so help you God, so help you Mickey, if you miss one of those events, you get removed from the list. They will not invite you to the next event. So even if it's stupid, even if it's like, why do I have to fly down to go? Well, in this case, you'd be there. But in my case, why do I have to fly down to taste the new food at the water park that nobody cares about?
Mm-hmm, but
why is that important?
But you did.
Because I knew what would happen if I didn't.
Right.
And I had to say nice things. Actually, the food was pretty good. So,
Some are against the idea and are suggesting that Disney is hiring influencers as lower paying jobs with easy turnover.
Yes.
Like one step above interns. I won't mention names, but I personally know people who left Disney corporate roles because of the below industry standard pay and benefits. Yes.
And I think it's going to get worse now because now Disney is desperate and they're going to have to, and they bank on everybody wanting to work for Disney, having Disney on their resume. So they're not going to, compensate people fairly unless you're Christine McCarthy and getting $11 million bonuses. But they know that there are so many people that will throw themselves at Disney at the opportunity to do something for Disney. They bank on it, right? So they give you a pittance.
I'm going to be an influencer, people. Oh my God, I'm an influencer.
You're basically the Pied Piper. You're supposed to lead people to Mickey, the gates of Mickey, Pied Piper style. So this is Ryan for the Love of Theme Parks is talking about this.
That's what I talk about. People who interviewed last year said that they're offering $30,000 to $35,000 salary for this contract, which is around 30% less than industry standard for the role. If it's an internship, call it an internship.
Pretty much. And that's it. They won an awful lot of qualifications. But again, the bragging rights you have are that you can say, hey, I worked for Disney. I was a Disney influencer. And other companies will go be like, who gives a shit?
But we can also
who cares?
We can also tell you that just to get that one video up on TikTok, how long is it going to take? How many committees is it going to have to go through?
That is also true. So here's the thing too, because they talk about
be creative. We're going to take it right out of it.
Yeah, they talk about collaborating. I guarantee you, everything you do for them, it's going to have to be run through a gauntlet, and they're going to have meetings upon meetings, down to like, well, don't say that because we ran it past our sensitivity. Viewer, reader, whatever, and it sounds really negative. So and they're going to take the teeth out of everything you do.
They put the berate in collaborate.
So let's see here. This role's offerings can be viewed differently depending on what you're looking for. Yes, it's a contracted job with an 18-month maximum. Maximum. Could even be less than that. Maximum for employment, but it does not guarantee continual employment. And it does not offer more than 29 hours a week, so they don't have to give you benefits.
I mean, to be honest, that's a lot of bad pay. It's not terrible pay for 29 hours a week.
But what they'll do is they will work you like 5 hours a day or 4 hours a day.
They'll say 29. I guarantee you work more than 29 hours.
You are going to, yeah. Okay, so
they'll just spread it out so that, you weren't technically working these 3 hours, but you were sitting there waiting for them to get back to you.
I thought they said it was salary. If it's salary, so this is how they're getting around. So salary, they can be like, yeah, we only give you a fixed amount, but they'll say, well, if you don't get your work done in the amount of time that, we estimated it would take you 29 hours a week. If it takes you 48 hours a week, that's on you, bro. But you agreed to a set amount of money every week, and that's it. So that's how they're going to work that. It'll also most likely offer unique experiences you can't get anywhere.
I'm sure that's true.
Except under the Disney umbrella. That is true. I got to see things that most people are never going to get to see.
That's a valid point.
But you got to, it comes with a price, right?
Magic comes with a price.
Magic comes with a price. Itty bitty living space, right? So for those looking for an internship style position, this could be perfect. Yeah, if you're like 22 and don't have any obligations, whatever. They're talking about the layoffs, but then they say perhaps this 18-month contract isn't for the lifelong Disney fan, but could be for the social media expert looking to add another big name company to their resume.
They want somebody who, to get the experience they're claiming they want, you have to be that. And they want somebody who probably already has a platform.
Yes. So they're basically going to give you a pittance. And here's the thing, like if you're a successful TikToker or YouTuber or whatever, you're going to make a lot more money than that just getting sponsorships. You know what I'm saying? And all you have to do is give a shout out like, hey, go buy these shoes.
At least you can be honest. I mean, like when you come to Disney, so you can be honest. Even sponsorships, don't take them if they let you be honest.
Yeah, you don't have to take them. If you're like, hey, I don't like your product, or I think you're a scammy company or whatever, you don't have to take it. But I'm just saying, I know of TikTokers that are getting more than that for one sponsorship, for one product. But that is, again, you have to have a massive platform to get like 30 grand dropped on you.
And they're going to say you don't have to have that, but I guarantee they're probably going to lean towards those people.
Oh, absolutely.
So that was Attraction Magazine's article. I want to make sure I put that out.
Yeah. So here's the thing. They're not, we'll talk a little bit more about this because I saw this too, kind of in conjunction with it. Disney tends to take other people's ideas.
That's collaboration without your knowledge.
Collaboration without your knowledge. So Lo-Fi Girl, you guys know about Lo-Fi Girl, right? She's been kind of a YouTube staple. They had Ghibli art and they had to change it, but she basically just listens to some pretty chill music, and you can listen to Lo-Fi Girl while you're doing your homework or playing games or whatever. Well, hey, they want to cash in. Now they got Lo-Fi Mini.
Oh my God, they didn't even bother trying to disguise it.
So she's doing art now too. And that's not even very good. That's like really off model. Like I would have been fired from comics for drawing that. But so Lo-Fi Mini is out there now.
But it's all their own stuff.
It's all their own stuff. It just happens to be sitting in the same pose in front of a window, listening to chill, but it's all
using the word lo-fi in front of it.
Lo-fi, it's all Disney music. So it's the Disney-fi version. But yeah, they've been looking for social media experts to give them ideas. And this is going back. This is actually before the pandemic. They're talking about the people that made a living out of it. I don't think it's as viable now as it was before the pandemic, because the pandemic definitely threw a wrench into it. And I actually saw some influencers turn on Disney because of how they treated their employees. And they turned on Disney because of Bob Chapek and how he handled the parks. And
but they turned on Disney because they were full of shit. People needed to call them out.
Disney ran out of money. And they turned on Disney.
I'm not saying us, but us.
Right. But even before then, even the people that were influencers, I remember them talking amongst themselves and being like, yeah, this so-and-so website, they basically lifted all of our reviews or our format or whatever, and they started doing it themselves. The reason they do the Disney Parks blog is they realized that Disney bloggers were getting a lot of traffic, so they wanted to control it, and they had their own blog that spun positive news.
Well, I think we've heard that some of the travel agents had come up with promotions and stuff they were offering, and that stuff got taken a couple times.
Yes. If you work with or around Disney, just realize that all of your ideas are
their ideas.
Their ideas. It's all part of the collective, and you should be happy just to work with them in any capacity.
It's the Mickey Cube.
Mickey Cube. Yeah, resistance is futile, right? So we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.